Hal here with more Space Engineers, and today, as you can see, we are now doing the back sweep on the far side. Oh, so much stuff to get done. So, just to let you know, it's hot. It's really hot here. And, recently, well, at the beginning of summer, I had AC installed, so if you hear some background noise kick in, it's probably that. We'll see how that all goes. Alright, so let's talk about what we've got going on here. So, if you remember last time we were talking about getting an area down here set up for reactors, and that's what we've basically got down here right now. So I did actually come back and excavate out a little bit further. So what I want to do is have these three center blocks remain open, and then we'll have the reactors come down this line. And I think I can squeeze. Can I get? Damn, I was hoping we'd be able to get one under there, but that's okay. Not a huge issue. It's fine. All right. So we should actually have enough room here. I want to say for 3 reactors to a side, so we'll have 6 reactors total. I'm going to leave the first 2 blocks empty. 2, 3, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we'll have 6 reactors down here. So that should give us quite a bit of power. I want to say each one of those is putting out something like 35 megawatts or some ridiculous number. Tie that together. And then these are 3 blocks tall? I don't remember. I think they're 3 by 3 by 3. Just like the regular reactors. Yeah. So, yeah, 3 by 3. Okay. And you guys are actually going to go there. Alright. And so what we're going to end up with is a series of reactors down here on either side. We'll have our control, like, well, we'll have monitoring and stuff over here. And I may actually build one of these into, I guess not. I guess we can leave it like that. We'll just have monitoring, have a monitoring station here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a few more of these in. But I want to show you what we've been working on. And like I said, it is a lot of stuff going on. And so, yeah. Now, one of the other things that we've got, you're gonna go away. You should be a block, no block. Right. Actually, no, that's not. Go ahead and do that. Take you out. And you're gonna need the block that comes out there. Okay. And then that way we can put our conveyor junctions in. Oh, so playing around with some new mic settings. So if you hear anything different, let me know. Not quite sure if I like the new settings yet or not. Some of it's positional, some of it's actually mic settings, so we'll see how everything goes. Alright. And you're 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that means you should be heading back this way. And what we'll do is once we have everything in place, that's right, that's fine. All right. Once we have everything in place, we'll come through on there, yeah. Okay, we'll come through and start cleaning all of this up. But I'm thinking we go 2, 3, and we'll go ahead and do the same on this side, and this will at least give you an idea of how this is all going to look. Alright, so that should give you a pretty good idea of what this is going to feel like. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to leave this much space in the middle is because these doors are actually big enough to get small vehicles in. and we may end up building something that is basically traveling around down here. I haven't decided yet, because this will all come out like so, out into whatever we end up building down here. And now I don't know how big this is all actually going to be. We're going to use small or regular armor blocks because, well, we can. But it's also nice knowing we actually have a little bit. Hi, how you doing up there? I was gonna say, it's also nice knowing that we have a little bit of material to fall back on if in the case we need it. And we've got zombies around here somewhere. There they are. Yeah. Come here, you. Alright, and then so, base decisions. We had been talking about what could we do or what were we going to do long term with the base. And I think I am going to basically convert this into a stealth combat base. So this will be the area that we're working in and working from. And then we'll probably do what I was talking about before, where we'll have a subterranean tunnel that comes out here somewhere. I don't know if it'll end up being where we put our waypoint or not. Because the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of liking having... Because this isn't necessarily a dead end, but it isn't a area that would be easily approached by on ground. And so I'm thinking I may close this area in with some defense positions. So what we'll probably do, and it does end up making the whole thing easier to deal with, because if we do take this entire area down to the same level that we have the current area, we'll be able to basically have a pilot tunnel. I mean, that's, you know, we're already talking from the base itself, because it's like 10 or 15 meters, so we'll say 120 meters just to here. And that gives us a huge amount of area, because we could actually do a square cut where we'd have a passageway that comes out to, say, here, and then maybe go that way or that way. Actually, probably that way. And then we can put our weapon embankment out here, so that we'll have our true combat area, fully heavily armed and armored, custom weapon turrets, that type of thing out there as our forward base position, which gives us a little bit more coverage. The problem that we run into is that this array, that whole thing, that drilling arm, is so massive that it actually cuts down on having coverage on this side. So what I'm thinking, in order to address that, is on this side, and this is why I'm thinking about this whole drilling pilot holes thing. We're having systems where we end up with tunnels, because then we can bring a point over here and we can have it where it actually gives a little bit of cover that way. So basically it'll be able to cover everything from, say, up top. So as things come over long range there, all the way out to there, without having to worry about it running into anything that might be in that drill's way. Or we can even bring it further out, where we end up with something, say, around here-ish, which actually might not be a bad idea, since we do have the little hillock here. I might come out and level this. That could be interesting if I come out and level that. But that would allow us to put a defense point out here, which would give us basically commanding area over this entire little backtrack area, which does have some pathing that, if you are careful, you might be able to get a ground vehicle down. But it also gives us a pretty commanding area, so if something comes up over that rise, we'll have some weapons over here that are completely out of the normal line of fire for it, because anything that comes over that hill is basically going to be focused on the base. So yeah, we'll see. But that's basically where I'm thinking right now. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I'm not really 100% sold on which way we're going to go with this whole thing. But it is what it is, and we will work with it no matter what comes up. Alright, so we're going to do that to there, just basically capping this off so we can start tying it all back in, because I don't want to have a single point of failure where we lose connection. That would be bad. Alright. There, so that's now connected. So we could go like this. There you go. And now that we have all of that, we can bring this through. And I think we're going to leave everything for this as it is. And I may actually take that line out. No, we'll leave that line. We'll leave that line. Because what we can do now is we take this area, we go grab our conveyor block, and we can do the armored conveyor, which is, or the reinforced conveyor, I should say. We have that come out this way. Go to there. It would be, I would really like for that tube to be opened on both sides so you could see it. But it's not, so we have to deal with it. Alright, so let's grab here, and I think what we'll do is let's go, I guess we can do that. Let's take that back. Let's do this, grab that, and then we go like so, and that lets us run a line down into this area. Check my hydrogen. Good thing I checked. Oh, and then when we get things down here, we'll actually run it probably off to the side, so we'll have it come down, swing over, and in. You're actually going to be in line there, so yeah, probably just have it come straight down into, maybe even have it swing out one. Yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing. Is basically have that come down, swing over to here, and come out somewhere, probably like around that line. So it comes out and patches into whatever we're running in here. I mean, I could just have it tied. So we could go maybe something like that. How does that look? Not a huge fan of that. Alright. So instead of doing it there, how about we do that, and we say here and here, and then we put the connector or the conveyor junction there. So then that'll come down, swing over, and into that point. And then that means all of this gets closed up. gets closed in. PCU limit's reached. What? How the hell did we do that? Oh, okay. I have to go adjust my PCU. That tells me that we have entirely too many things. It's probably because of the, you know why? It's because the asteroid base. Yeah. But I don't want to give that up, so we'll have to go raise the PCU limit. And just to give you an idea, my my current PCU limit, do we have it shown here? No, it doesn't show it here. But we have a bunch of PCU stuff in there. All right. Yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff in here. The hug boat itself is 19K. So that's our big cruiser. Yeah, so I'll boost my PCU. It's fine. We have the processor for it. We can do it. All right. So what we're gonna do then is I think we'll do a quick cut. I'll go get the PCU limit boosted. We'll get some more blocks in place down here, and we'll finish. I think we'll get this done. I don't know if it'll be completely finished, but we'll get it as done as possible. And I'm thinking we're going to do the reinforced blocks, so you'll be able to see the piping at least up to a certain point. Can I get... Nope. All right, let's go get the PCU limit set, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so done a little bit of stuff in here, not a whole lot. Still need to dress all of this up, but just trying to get an idea of where we're gonna have in here for spacing. So what we're gonna do is, I think I'm actually gonna take these out. I know I just finished putting all of these blocks in here, but I think I want. Oops, nope. You are. Yeah, no, that's right. Because you're just gonna be. You're gonna be back to. You're gonna be something else, not necessarily that. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this. So what I'm thinking here, let's go ahead and just close that off. Okay, so I'm thinking I might go with something. Oh, maybe something like this. And I'll do this the exact opposite on the other side. Alright, and that means we can go, you guys will be there. And so I'm thinking maybe do that, do that. I'll do the same here. To there. And do I want to have... I think I'm going to do these three like that. And then maybe... Oh, you know what? No, let's do that instead. We'll do those here. Do I want to have them go all the way in? I think I like that. Okay, I think I like that. So we can then have, do I want to do full block down the middle? I might do a full block down the middle. I mean, if we did half block, right, that might look better. It's a shame that that's not over one. If that connector was over one, I could have it run straight down the line and then have it run through the middle here, which would solve a lot of problems for us. I mean, I could have it kick over. That's not a huge issue. Because, I mean, it's going to dogleg either way. It's doglegging 2 versus 1. I think we'll bring it down the middle. Alright, so that means then you will come out. Now we can actually place that directly there. We can put a vent on this. And on this side, we can actually put a vent in there as well, which would mean we could actually pressurize this room. If we're going to do that, then let's go here. Alright, so then we're gonna run these guys straight through, and then in the middle-ish area. Sure, we'll do it there, because we can. So we'll put a conveyor in. Let's grab our just regular air vent. Did that hang down too far? Should be okay. That gives us a vent there. We'll have a vent there. Even though this area is not going to be pressurized, it's too damn big. But what we can do with that is we can have this set to intake, and that'll actually pressurize or allow this area to pressurize as well as this area. And we will go like so. And then I'm thinking we do another here. And then what we'll do is back here. Actually, I don't know, is there? I'm trying to remember if there's a connector on top of those reactors. Let's go to large warfare reactor. There is. Okay, so if there's a connector there on the middle, what we can do then is we can say, it looks like it's probably here-ish. It might be on the front, actually. So it's in the second of 3 blocks. It's in, so it is in the middle. Okay. So that means that's first block, second block, third block, so it's going to be there. So then we'll have you guys set like this. And I'll show you why we're going to do this in a second. So if we do that, let's see here. We can do a 3-way T. And so what I'm thinking is that we will have corner tube like so, another corner tube like so, and then from here we will have a single conveyor come out. Do the same on that side. And then from here should be like that. I think I can get that from here. Yep. There you go. And then T connection, T connection. Same on this side. And then we basically just pipe all this together. And then that runs like so. And so that gives us a conveyor line that we can see, but that is completely out of our line of sight. So it's basically, it doesn't impact anything like this, but you can still see it. I'm a huge fan of being able to see our conveyor network. And this is going to be a little bit more costly for us PCU wise, but it works really well apparently. Your conveyor junction, so you will be completely sealed, which means I can then say, let's cheat this a little bit. If we don't need full blocks, let's not use full blocks. Right, but I am going to yeah, we'll go ahead and double those up. Because while I don't need to do that, you're actually no longer necessary. And then you guys, we can leave that open. I'm not too worried about it. You're not going to see it once this is all closed in. And you guys, there we go. Why am I stuck? Oh. Land it in the reactor. All right. You never want to land in your reactor because, well, you know, tends to be a bad idea. Right. And then basically we can close all of this in, make it a giant box. And what that allows us to do is we can then make this entire room airtight, which is good. Well, lore-wise is good. Build-wise, it's kind of a wash. But this will allow us to actually close everything in and, you know, make it look nice. Because then anything we want to do greebling-wise, we can do on the interior section. Like I could actually cut into half blocks or something there instead of having full blocks, so that the conveyors stick out a little bit more. I mean, there's all sorts of things that we'll be able to do with this, if that's what if that's the direction we choose to go. I haven't decided quite yet on all of the detailing, but you know, it should be enough to get us going at least. All right, so let's see how all that works out. And we hear all sorts of things banging around out there. Okay, so those will be completely recessed. I am kind of tempted. Let's see if we take those out for a second.
Full power bar keeps your AI happy while you sleep.
So if we flip those that way, they'll kind of poke down a little bit. That might be a little bit more interesting to look at least on the center line. Actually, no, not on the center line. We don't want that on the center line. If we do that, we're going to do that on the sidelines here. Because that gives us a little bit of clearance above the reactors on either side. And I might actually not do that there. I might do that. Alright, let's see what that looks like. I think I like that. And the reason I don't want to do it here on the center line is because I want to put lights in. And putting lights in is really annoying if you don't have a full block behind it. So we will be taking all that out, leaving that one. And all this is going to go all the way back. Boop. There. Alright. And basically just taking out the ones in the middle. And I think that should get us most of what we're looking for here. So it hides the actual conveyor block, still ties everything together. And you guys are going to be 3 complete blocks, whole, okay. All right, I think that gets us where we need to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, finish getting the half blocks in, because we are running out of power here. I'm going to have to go up and charge, and while I'm charging, I'm going to go ahead and get the bobs working on all of this. So when we come back, all of this should be filled in. Not quite sure how much of it will actually be done. We'll see. Let's see, all that looks like it's okay. Can I get to that one? Yeah, I can. All right, a couple more of these. And I think that's everything. We'll find out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, we are playing with some mic settings, so let me know if you liked the audio before, like in the old videos, or if you like the audio in the new videos. We did do a little bit of an adjustment between the first and second cuts, so there might be some differences there. Let me know if you which of the audios you like, and we'll move forward from there. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I sure did. We've got a whole lot of stuff to get done. I'll probably armor up the side of the mountain. Maybe not, because then, like I said, we're not going to worry about sealing all of that anyway. But I'll probably run a couple of lines down just so that we actually have things armored. Just to reduce the chance that we're going to lose connection to the rest of the base. Hold on. Damn zombies. You're like jackrabbits in Texas. The difference being, we can actually shoot you. Alright. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the week. Well, I should say the weekend. And we'll see you back here on Monday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Come here, you. Need this thing to go full auto. Ah.